Coming to you live with all the sports action from around the UP. Welcome to Friday Night Frenzy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Frenzy, once again presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. Any of tonight's high school football matchups could have led the show, but we begin the frenzy with a rematch of a game from earlier this season that was decided by a single point. Let's roll the highlight and go to work. We begin in Delta County, where Rapid River battled Cedarville. The Rockets defeated them earlier this season, 2019. First quarter, the Trojans on the move. Joey Duncan from the Rockets' 12-yard line follows his blockers, finds the hole, and scores 8-0 Cedarville. The Rockets' offense struggled to get off the ground. On third down in the first quarter, Mason Berglund would be hauled down short of a first down. The ensuing drive for Cedarville, Mike Bailey from 4 yards out scores the touchdown to make it 14-0 Trojans at the half. Let's go to the third quarter. Cedarville strikes yet again. Duncan keeps the ball in the option play, and he's in for 6. That made it 22-0 Cedarville as the Trojans go on to win it 28-0. The Rockets finish the season 10-1. Cedarville will have their hands full next week against Deckerville, who, yes, put up 72 points tonight, my goodness, in their win over Kingston. From 8-man to Division 8 football we go. Forest Park welcomed the snow, as well as Bark River Harris to Crystal Falls. The first drive of the game for the Trojans was a good one. Daniel Nassarini up the gut, bust loose. He would go all the way down the 10-yard line. Jacob Greenfield catches him, but that sets up this play by Lee Graff from just over a yard out. That's good. 2-point conversion as well, 8-0 Trojans. Here's how the night went for Bark River. Jordan Sodergren drops back to pass. Jacob Donnell comes in unblocked. What a hit by Donnell. That forced the Broncos to punt. Forest Park went right back to their horse, Mr. Graff, but this time a stable of Broncos prevents him from getting the first down. Later in the quarter, the Trojans at the 1-yard line. Graff goes over the pile instead of through it. He scores again. Forest Park wins it 36-12, ending the Broncos season. The Trojans perhaps might do a little scouting tomorrow in St. Ignace, where the undefeated Saints take on the 9-1 Munising Mustangs. Kickoff there is set for 1 p.m. Next up, in Division 7, the Hematites and Wycons played a thriller down to the wire. First quarter on 4th and goal from the 5, Ozzie Corp throws his first pass of the game. It's a good one. Luke Cooliu hauls it in. Ishpeming led 6-0 after 1. To the second, the Hematites turned it over inside their own 10-yard line. Alex Schmellebeck. The Wycons bowling ball rolls in from the 2-yard line. Extra point good. 7-6 Wycons. At the end of the first half, Ishpeming at the West Iron 23. Ozzie Hackerine's pass picked off. Phil King with the INT ends the scoring threat. The Wycons and the Wycon faithful enjoyed a halftime lead. To the third, Jeff Olson rolls the dice on 4th and 2 from the 33. Ozzie Hackerinen bounces off a couple of guys. Hackerinen is dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. 67 yards to the house. The Hematites would add another touchdown late in the fourth to win it 20-7. I apologize for singing a Christmas carol there. I couldn't help myself. Ishpeming will be at home again next week, taking on Traverse City St. Francis. They beat Sutton's Bay tonight, 14-7. The TCSF game against Ishpeming will likely be next Friday night. We'll officially know by Monday. We'll tell you right here on ABC 10. In Division 6, Negaunee took on undefeated Boyne City. First quarter, Max Cooper hands it off to Maceo Vroman, who carries it along the far side for the score. Then, here's the 2-point conversion. How about Vroman one more time? And, yep, he's in. 14-0 Ramblers. Second quarter, Negaunee looking for a spark. Ryan Sergila deep down the near side. Ben Luke hauls it in. Would he score? Not quite. He steps on the line. Negaunee, though, could not convert after that play to score 6 points. More from the Ramblers here. Max Cooper hands it off to Luke Sage up the middle for the touchdown. Extra point no good. That made it 20-0 Ramblers. Negaunee, great season, but it ends tonight with a shutout loss to Boyne City. From Division 6 to Division 5 we go. It's an all-UP matchup tomorrow afternoon in Menominee, where the Maroons will take on a Calumet squad that took care of business last week at Harrison. Kickoff from Menominee is set for 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 Central. In high school volleyball district action, Kingsford defeated Houghton 3-1. The Flivers advance to regional play next week against Ogama Heights at Gaylord High School. I believe that game is on Tuesday night. In Class D this evening, Lakeland and Hubble at home defeated Ontonagon. And Munising, playing at Superior Central, was victorious over the Cougars 3-0. Both district champs move on to the regional next week at Negaunee. Friday Night Frenzy has hit the halfway point. We still have a whole lot more to get to. Up next, we check in on two of the hottest hockey teams in all of college hockey. Those highlights are straight ahead on the Frenzy, right here on the UP Sports Authority, ABC 10. And welcome back to the Frenzy, once again presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. The Michigan Tech Huskies have been the feel-good story of the college hockey season so far. At 6-0, Huskies head coach Mel Pearson said earlier this week that his team still had a long way to go and a lot to prove. The Huskies were back at home tonight, taking on Alaska Anchorage. No score late in the second. The Huskies, though, enjoying a power play. Malcolm Gould stays patient, gets the puck on net. Tyler Heinonen is there to bang it home. 1-0 Michigan Tech. Let's go to the second now. The Seawolves with pressure in the Huskies zone. Jarrett Brown is going to bang it home past Jamie Phillips, but the goal was called off because of goaltender interference. The Huskies catch a break there. Let's go to the third. Keep an eye here on Malcolm Gould, wearing 14. He gets the puck back, and watch this shot. Bang! Up and in. That made it 2-0 Tech as the Huskies win it, and Mel Pearson and the boys are 7-0.
We had the energy, and so I was really happy, and I'm proud of the guys. I mean, they did a good job of staying focused and being ready to play tonight.
Yeah, got to be happy. At NMU, Matthias Dahlstrom and the Cats took on Ferris State. First period, Dahlstrom tested, and he gets his wooden paddle on the puck to deflect it away. Let's go to the second. The Bulldogs looking to light the lamp, and they do, but the goal was waved off due to, you guessed it, goaltender interference. To the third, NMU looking for a goal. Robbie Payne with a shot from point-blank range, but C.J. Mott comes up with a huge save for Ferris State. The other way for the Bulldogs. A breakaway ensues. Dahlstrom comes up huge yet again. He had 35 saves. Let's go to overtime. But before we do, Barrett Kide coming into the zone as Mott flashes the leather. Now, let's go to overtime. I promise it's coming. Kenny Babinski beats Matthias Dahlstrom upstairs in a pretty goal. Ferris wins it 1-0. Here's Cats coach Walt Kyle.
It was a pretty even hockey game, and both teams had chances to win. It was great goaltending at both ends for sure. We broke down at the end, and that's good teams will pressure you to do that, and they did that. I give them credit.
We talked about it earlier this week. Goals would be hard to come by in this series. Game 2 between the two teams is tomorrow night back at the Berry, 7:07 puck drop. Across the WCHA this evening, Minnesota State doubled up Bemidji State 6-3. Bowling Green in Alaska just dropped the puck out in Alaska at the top of the hour. And late in the third period, hey, how about this? Alabama Huntsville with a 2-1 lead against the Air Force. Who knew they played hockey in the Air Force? At the GLIAC women's soccer semifinals today in Columbus, Ohio, things did not go very well for Michigan Tech as the Lady Huskies were defeated by the Lakers 5-0. Ohio Dominican held off Ashland 3-2. The Panthers and Lakers will play for the GLIAC Championship Sunday at 1 p.m. back there in Columbus. Not a fun city to go to. To volleyball, where Northern Michigan was at home today taking on Lake State. Let's begin with the opening point of the game. Lisa Studnicka with the ball here to Megan Seymour, who sets up Anna Aycock for one of her 6 kills in the match. More from NMU, and no, this is not a replay. Studnicka to Seymour to Aycock, tick, tick, boom. Dominic Yoder's team was clicking on all cylinders early on. Leading 3-2, the Cats go back on the attack. Megan Supple to Seymour to the southpaw. Alex Larson, who finished the game with 9 kills, 4-2 NMU. As good as NMU's offense was early on, the defense, pretty impressive. Kayla Chose at the front of the net denies the kill attempt by the Lakers. Leading 7-2 in the first set, NMU kept their foot on the gas. Lisa Studnicka from the left side. That'll do just fine. She comes through with one of 8 kills for number 16. Northern Michigan defeated the Lakers in straight sets for the victory. In Houghton, Michigan Tech, hey, looky here, a 26-24 win in the 4th set over Northwood, and they beat the T-Wolves 3-1. Kendall Ward led the Huskies with a game-high 15 kills. After 11 consecutive weeks of absolute craziness and fun and excitement, Friday Night Frenzy has come to a conclusion for the fall season, and we'll take a couple of weeks off until the high school basketball season tips off in December, pretty close from now. Looking ahead to tomorrow, the NMU football team is at Ferris State. Michigan Tech hosts Ashland at 1 in a game that could determine who makes the Division II playoffs. There's more college hockey at McKinnis and at the Berry. Michigan State and Ohio State play tomorrow night in college football at 8 o'clock right here on ABC 10. On Sunday, the Packers host Chicago, and the Lions take on the Dolphins. Squish the fish. Enjoy the weekend, everyone. Jimmy Kimmel is next. Good night.